Okay, with the state of the economy right now, a lot of people might find themselves in financial distress, and you might find yourself in a situation where you're considering putting your house on the market and maybe even short selling it. We're talking to the experts when it comes to short selling your home, Jeff Grant and Abe Woody from Sand and Sea Investments. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, this is something, I recently bought a house, and I saw so many homes on the market up for short sale, and you really have to have someone on your side when dealing with short selling. Kind of tell us why.
Yeah, from a buying perspective, it's very important, but it's just as important from a selling perspective. A few reasons. First and foremost, protecting the best interests of the homeowner. As you can imagine, there are a lot of financial documents necessary to give the bank, and there's a strategy involved in that. You don't want to give too much. You don't want to give too few. You want to make sure you reveal what's necessary, but make sure that the seller is protected along the way. From a buying perspective, there's definitely banks that are easier to work with than others. And if I were to have been representing you, I would have known that if banks A and B would be a lot easier compared to, say, some others that are much more difficult, kind of a battle not worth fighting.
I want to talk about the misconceptions when it comes to short selling a home. I think a lot of people sometimes can feel embarrassed, kind of feel like, oh no, I have to do this, everyone's going to know about it. That has changed. That has completely gone almost the opposite direction, and short selling your home can be seen as a very smart move.
Yeah, it definitely can. Right now with the Mortgage Debt Relief Act set to expire December 31st, it's a great time for a short sale. Right now, the deficiency of your short sale is covered by tax purposes. So with that expiring, it's a great time. There's no need to be embarrassed by any means.
We have, when we started this, our average deal size was about 100, maybe 200,000. This moment, we have deals in our portfolio well into the millions. We're closing one next week at 4.2 million. My point is, a lot of people that are very sophisticated are starting to understand that a short sale is a great strategy, not only to get out from under your home, but to waive the deficiency rights, and of course to get in the market at current market values. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody.
I want to talk about this binder, this very large binder that we're seeing right here. Tell me what's in here.
Well, that is, Abe calls it our brag book, and really it's what makes us different from the majority of short sale agents out there. We've been doing this for 6 years. There are hundreds and hundreds of short sale acceptance letters in that binder. It's all alphabetized by banks. We've closed well over 100 banks, and it really what separates us from the others. There's deficiency waivers in those. There's deals that have closed that everybody gave up on, that there was no hope with. So a lot of foreclosure delays in there, and a lot of very happy clients.
I have to be honest, a lot of agents shy away from short sales altogether. The fact that you embrace them and specialize in them is a really great advantage that people can have by working with you.
Yeah, definitely. Jeff closed his own 2 or 3 years ago, so he saw a real need for people needing help short selling, getting out from under their homes. And when we lug this book to our listing meetings, it definitely holds a lot of validity. We bring it in there. We've done it. We've have the dirty fingernails per se.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up about me closing my own, because I think with that comes an element of sympathy. I really understand the fear tactics and what some of these banks might say or do just to get people to give them money. And when you remove the emotion from it and keep it purely a business choice, an effort of mitigating losses, they're surprisingly easy, surprisingly manageable.
So doing a short sale can be a very smart financial move for the seller. Kind of walk me through the process real quick, what people need to consider before coming to you, or maybe when they do come to you with some questions.
Sure. First and foremost is hardship. When short sales, this latest chapter started 5-6 years ago, a hardship was required, but not so much anymore. We're closing a lot of short sale deals from strategic defaulters, people that just decide, I owe more than the home is worth. Whether you agree with it morally or not is a separate issue. But first and foremost is hardship. Second, we of course list the home and procure a buyer. In this current market, no surprise, you would know there's a ton of buyers.
Oh yeah.
When we put a listing out, it's not uncommon to get 5 offers within a week.
And a lot of them are all cash buyers.
Yeah,
that's
great
what
point.
we're seeing too.
Statistically, 40% of them are, and truth be told, you kind of demand that now because they're cooperative, they're understanding. The sellers will never pay $1, ever. But the buyers obviously do, and it's important to have that cash for that reason.
Well, Jeff and Abe will walk you through the whole process of short selling at Sand and Sea Investments. Their office is right downtown over by Basic Pizza, so grab a pizza and go over and see these guys, and they'll walk you through the entire process. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having us.
Good to meet you guys. For more information, head to san diego6.com and click on San Diego Living.